Right, CMPI Group Official Monday weekly training. We're going to talk about generating influence. We're going to discuss. We're going to discuss generating influence, building relationships, developing leads consistently so that you can develop appointments, and the system and automation and techniques behind how we're going to do it. So a lot to take in a little tutorial, but we have some work to do today, and we wanted to share that with you guys. I want to invite you to get paid to promote your own business as well. If you have any questions about that, let us know. But if you want to see a quick example, you can text Bitcoin to 80800 and see something cool that's just for the crypto mining and passive income group here. And you'll see a link here, paid to promote. We'll tag it in this post. You guys here in CMPI Official, the first to be invited. Get interested in being paid to promote your own business. If you have your own business, check it out. If you don't have your own business, this is a great way for you to get into it. What's it cost? Either 150 or 200 bucks to get started. The 200 bucks gets you your own website, own everything you'll see today, as well as the ability to take advantage of the tax write-offs and stuff like that of owning your own business if you don't. So cool beans. Most of you guys here are already salespeople, entrepreneurs, and coaches. This is pretty elementary stuff, but I want to share that for a lot of our friends that are here just to learn, that maybe don't have access to that or aren't building their own business yet. So how are we going to do that? What we see here is kind of a 30,000 foot overview. What I'm trying to build for the team is a little copy paste so I can just share, grab a link, and pass this off to you guys to make your own copy. We'll have message, subjects, bodies, and tags. The reason we use tags is so we know if I've talked to this person one time, if they've said something or taken action or something like that, we can change how we're chatting with them. Some of the stuff we're going to dive into in about an hour and a half will be automation. Maybe it'll take 2 hours to get there, but it'll be automation. It'll be using those tags to have certain actions stopped, like the messaging, or for us to know that it's time to stop interacting with leads or ideal prospects. Really is what we're looking at. Most of these methods have been taught by other coaches who have developed models to build repeat business. In this case, CMPI Group and Crypto Mining Passive Income Group is bringing to you the assets for you to carry out the same mission with one of our products that we built. So I'd love for you to join us and our partners today that you'll see a little bit later. So hope that shares with you what you need to know to get started with us here today. Where are we going? Let's go to our messaging strategies. So right off the top, what you'll see here is some strategies on boilerplate templates on how you can communicate with your prospects. Some of you here in the group have already seen how we've implemented these in other projects and how you can automate it. And some of that will be touched on again later. But we're going to take some of this and basically put it in email. We can do one of two things. If we don't have email automation or we don't have a big enough list yet to have email automation, we can just use Gmail and a simple plugin on Chrome, and that'll allow you to save drafts of your emails and to take content that you write once and use it over and over again, including scheduling links and group invites like we'll see here in just a moment. So here's a common group tactic. You guys will probably be receiving a message from me like this. It'll invite you to this video if you aren't already seeing it or something like that. I like to do that to kind of peel the layers of the onion back and say, here is how we did what we did, right? But essentially, we'll take this type of messaging, which you can put in, and if you know the tactics or if you're interested in the tactics, there's some tutorials on how you can automate this stuff in the CMPI group drive, or you can do what I think is the best thing, and that's just get started, build a list of 5 for this week, and walk them through this prospect process. These are for people that maybe you're connected with. You have their email. And so we're going to send them an email that invites them to this, or maybe they've opted into this email. People in this this particular sequence, we're looking at grabbing these emails, and like I said, you can do it in Gmail, and the alternative way would be via ActiveCampaign, where just like I showed you the share link earlier, we can just share with you so you can import directly into your ActiveCampaign, your account. If you don't have any of these accounts, or if you need a hand up getting them set up, just give us a holler. But part of what I'm going to do here, and what you'll see us building out in these templates, are the drip campaigns. And so that's what I've started here. And so, it'll start off with like a welcome and what to do. And if you don't have a system, here's how to get the system, and here's what we're doing. And you guys are now a part of the system and seeing this being built. But this is some nice copy with some science behind it, and the language and calls to action and all that good stuff. Again, we're not reinventing the wheel. We're taking what other people have done successfully over and over, what I've been doing for the past 15 years. To generate business, and trying to find a way to laser focus that into our group to harness all the skills that you have, so that you can take your knowledge, your passion, and turn that into a full-time career alongside with us. As you can see, this is not complete yet. There's nothing here. And this is called a sales email, because technically what we're doing is bringing them to a goal. Once they've reached a goal, we'll add a tag, and that tag can come in here and stop the paid to promote email drip sequence that's meant to take this person from where they are as a visitor, becoming aware of your product, to purchasing your product. And the reason we're calling this paid to promote is because ultimately we're teaching you how to get people to buy your business, how to buy into your business. And if you don't have a business, the service, the card, the free website that comes along with the page promote system and everything like that, there's an integration where you can just have a drag and drop. You want to embed your PayPal, you want to embed your YouTube video, you want to embed your links, you want to create a new page, a new URL that's called the name of one of your classes, or what have you. It's easy to do that with the system. Here's the guts of how to get the influence, how to build and nurture those relationships so that you can get them into appointments and ultimately purchase your products. And we're going to show you that in example with the virtual business cards that you'll see if you did text Bitcoin to 80800. Alternatively, you can go to pay2.pro on your browser, or just message us here and get it set up with your own so that you can figure this out. So Corey, if you're available in the next few minutes, I would love for you to hop in. We're going to talk looks like great. I would love to discuss this first hour. It's going to be team training, what this is about. And then that second hour, I wanted to actually implement this in our system and start reaching out to people. And I just kind of wanted your opinion. Should we start on the emails or clean up the messenger stuff first?
I would say probably messenger stuff first, just because that's typically where we're reaching out and saying hi to people, right? And then email would be kind of afterwards.
Cool.
Just my thoughts, but backwards.
Absolutely. So if you don't have a way to schedule with people, this is going to be difficult. The attachments, maybe notes. We'll add notes. Notes. wait, don't save. I got a better idea. I'll change how we add that together. But what I'm thinking is you might need something like Calendly, right, to be able to schedule and book with people, or the actual virtual business card. I use the free Calendly thing on my virtual business card in order to schedule with people, which is the most effective because then you get all the data, like where they came from, what their email is, everything in the payload. So like once they confirm their appointment, that can be sent to your schedule, to your calendar. That can be sent um, to your HubSpot, right, to your CRM. And so what we're trying to build out here is a complete content management system. So we'll, for the group here, what we'll have for you to be able to implement into your system as well is every use case. So we'll have a whole bunch of items here, like what's this white paper, what's this tutorial, how to do this, how to set up your calendar, how to set up your messaging. We'll break all of this paid to promote stuff down, and it'll make it a little easier. So you have the tutorials, the white papers. And what I mean by white papers is sometimes I'll have an idea, oh, it's 6 steps, and you go here and then follow these 4, 5, 6. That's, drop those in here. These will tie to the use cases. So it's easy for you to say, okay, here's our weekly webinars. We want to invite people. I'm going around and I'm introducing myself to all these business owners, telling them that I can help them. Well, how can I help them? Well, let's see, what use case could I help this person provide in their own business? And let's explain how we do that in the paid to promote system. And once you have all those tools to your disposal, it'll be easy for you to generate some passive income within the paid to promote system, because everybody who purchases from you one of these virtual business cards provides you a commission. So if you want to be an affiliate, you can be paid to promote your own business. If affiliate isn't your thing, this system that you see how we implement here, we also implement in other products, like the crypto mining and passive income group teaches how this system works for business development. So you'll still get a lot of value out of it. In my opinion, I believe you will. If you're here, if you're already successful in business, you'll definitely get a lot of value out of how you can take these messages. But we're taking kind of a boilerplate and we're going to rework it for this system. So it's pretty much able to be reproduced anywhere. You'll see like the scripts here. So we're connecting. We want to know exactly who we're connecting with. We're connecting with business owners who do business by high ticket sales, who want to generate appointments with their customers, or people who want to generate influence and keep contact data. So we saw like Gary Vee just launched the other day that that card. I thought it would be on here, but I lost it. Where essentially, you can text them and then you get to download the contact data. That's exactly what our cards do. So in this method, you essentially wind up with your business information on somebody's phone. And because of the way that the cards are engineered, since it's a website that they visit to hit that, you build an audience list out of it. So for people who are already successful in business and doing high ticket sales, it gives you the ability to highly target your audience. And that's, the best part of that value there, I think. So let's go across these here. Founder at CMPI Group. We wanted to change up the messaging we're taking from Connect 365, the getting to the common group, right? So we're inviting people into our group. Each of you are encouraged to build your own group or to invite people into the paid to promote group. I preferably bring people into the paid to promote group after you've already brought them into your own system, your own relationship, your own business, because we can all benefit from the learning sessions that we're going to do here on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. in the Paid to Promote group. This is live in the CMPI Crypto Mining Passive Income official group because this is already generating passive income for us based on the 80-20 rule that at least 20% of these renew. And I think it'll be a lot higher rate as long as we're providing stuff like this where people can get the highest value and regular training on how you can make your system look very nice. If you want to see exactly what I'm talking about, I might as well just hit the card real quick. Here's an example of one of these cards that we're discussing. I'll give that a second to load. So you can have your welcome videos. You can add things like webinars, invites, and lists and tutorials and all these good things. Links to important services and all of that, right? And this is all manageable through an easy interface. So how are we going to help people do this in their business and learn how to generate relationships and all that? That's why you guys are here in the CMPI group, so I can peel the layers back to show all that. So let's get started with the actual messaging. These, I would like to rearrange this a little bit. We're going to call this message 0. And we're going to call this message follow-up 1. All right. And we'll call this message 1. So let us discuss being connected and how we want to invite people. If you're here and you want access to this, I invite you on Facebook. Sorry if you're not here on the Facebook. Which post is this? Okay. How do we get over to CMPI official? You guys
Eddie.
Here. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. Just met him.
He's yeah, I chatted with him quite a bit. He's in Ask Method, selling that.
He just looked like he wasn't FOS, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, I'll tell you later. Full of it. Full of it. He didn't seem like he was full of it.
I spent some time digging into it, and he's working with Ask Method is what he's selling. But
oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so cool. So he knows all of this kind of stuff. So Ask Method is actually a way of it's a course I took a couple years ago. It's just updated again this year. It's a great way for passive income for coaches. If you haven't seen it, it's Ryan Levesque. Reach out to this guy. What's his name? Edgar Stoyachev.
Yeah, Edgar Stojkovic or something like that.
Yes. Okay, I can't pronounce it.
Pretty crazy last name, but it's recognizable for sure. He seems like a pretty decent guy. I can't vouch for him or anything, but
oh yeah, well, we can tell pretty easily. So a fancy one viewer here. That's about it. Oh well, it's just me and me.
Me.
But we're recording this. I'm gonna send this to some good friends and some new friends that I messaged earlier. Both. So now, let's go here. Let's start at the top. Howdy, I came across your profile here. Thought it wouldn't hurt to reach out. I'm the founder at yada yada. You know, you could say, moderator Once you upgrade your account, you'll be to upgrade your account. You purchase your business card, your virtual business card. Once you do that, you'll be upgraded to moderator in the group so that you can invite your friends, so you can approve entries and do all that, and you don't have to worry about people messing with your audience, and you can see all the admin logs and message logs and all that as a moderator. I want to try to make everything transparent. That's the entire point of doing this. Moderator ad page promote. I don't like that. So let's say I'm interested in learning more about you and your business. We're scraping data. We're looking at people that are CEOs, founders, they're business owners. We've shown how to do that in the CMPI group official. If you're not in CMPI group official, then you're not going to get some of that data. All of it's in the group drive, or it should be. If it's not, just request it and I'll knock it out. Came across your profile here on Facebook. Thought it wouldn't hurt to reach out. I'm interested in learning more about you and your business. Maybe we can benefit from being connected. Hope business is going well for you. I don't like saying biz twice. And I'm pretty laid back, so I'm just going to say biz. Warmly, so-and-so, what it is that you do. Founder. Since we're reverse engineering this from our own private group. Oh, I'm on the wrong tab here. It's supposed to be over here. How smooth. Go here. Corey, do you have suggestions on the entry to this? Because most everyone I know is already a business person. So I have a specific strategy for how I'm going to message them. But what I'm thinking is for everyone here that's in the group, we know the follow-ups, we know the strategies, we know the messaging sequence. But what is that first message where we're bringing value, customer-oriented messaging to that person?
I saw that we had similar interests, or that we were in a group and wanted to share ideas. Is typically what I go with, depending on the group.
Oh yeah, we're doing common groups.
Yeah, right. So if I like, there was a guy I just responded to. We were laughing because we used the same. Said, "Hey Corey, thanks for reaching out. I love connecting with like-minded people and sharing ideas. So look forward to getting to know you better." It was just one of the guys that I just connected with, right? So I was laughing because that's typically what I say, or something
Right.
super similar.
So let's go to the common group example. We're both in common group. So let's provide this as a group here. Ah. I'm the moderator of a growing business leadership group. That doesn't necessarily have a growing. That's intriguing, right? Cutting edge growth business marketing group. It sounds like, what are you going to sell me? Right. And then we'll follow up with, I've connected with, we connect with like-minded people. We have our scripts for, we've, in the boomerang sequence from Connect 365, they even have a simple email sequence that I wanted to follow up with. So I say we just like reverse engineer that to the messaging script. Okay, so we're both in common group. I thought it wouldn't hurt to reach out. The moderator of a cutting edge growth business marketing group.
That's nice.
Here on Facebook. Boom. So you may be asking, how do you get yourself a whole bunch of people to message like this from a common group? We have a way for you to do that. I'll show you real quick with CMPI group. If you're in the CMPI group, you'll see it happen in real time. Don't. These are just for example purposes. Don't go repeating everything I do. It might get you in trouble. But just for example purposes, you could. Oh, wait, this is the wrong one. Yeah, don't look at that either. Where is?
I don't see it as an extension.
I must have it disabled.
It's just your regular.
I just have it disabled.
Yeah, with Facebook. Yeah.
Okay, so bear with me 1 second. I'll show you. You're able to just grab a quick list. Should wait for it to load. What we'll do here is with a single click, have our members in an easy to manage list. If you have questions about that, go ahead and shoot them my way. I would love to answer your questions. But pretty easy. Now we have a common group. And it's as easy as importing a spreadsheet. You can clean that spreadsheet up, do whatever you got to do elsewhere, or just import it directly. I actually don't think this is designed that well for importing directly, but we'll see. Okay, so now we see who these people are and what they do and how to get to their links so you can message them or do whatever. So pretty cool stuff. I'm just going to remove that table, but with that, we would know who our group is and who our company is that we want to discuss information with. We can merge information, like maybe their emails that we requested in order for them to join the group. And so we'll do that for the pay to promote group too. We need emails there. Okay. Hmm. It's so long. Nobody wants to read that much.
And was curious about sharing ideas or something. I'm the moderator of a cutting edge growth business marketing group, and wanted to share some ideas.
I like that. Looking forward to learning more about you and your biz.
Yeah, that's fine. Perfect.
And then they go, "What are you selling?" And then you invite them here and teach them how to do stuff. And then show them the help instead of just the sell. But of course, we are selling something. We have to go for the sell. So it's easy to ask, what are they selling and how are they selling that? Do they have a website? Those are some pretty simple questions. I'm not interested in buying a website. Yeah, but do you buy business cards? I'm not interested in buying business cards. I'm trying to show you a better way. Whatever. There's always objections. Maybe this isn't right for everybody, but this automated system will give us a way to engage with these people. So let's move it to what, sir?
Engage with the right people
The
rather
right
than
people.
on an accelerated rate versus, hoping the right people come through.
Absolutely.
Tailor-made conversations for specific desires.
Damn, I keep trying to add stuff that there's something missing, but we'll perfect the formula. If you have suggestions, we're definitely open to it. You should be able to comment. If you have the link here from Facebook, you can comment everything on that you wish to on here. So follow up one. Hey, this is our follow up. This needs to be more about them. So let's go to I love that. I always did. If your circuits are skipping a beat, they're doing you're being chased by a hippo. I love this one. Are you still looking at growing your service? That's going in here.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, so I'm not too concerned with people who don't follow up right now. So unfortunately, these are going to be pretty weak right now. I should be editing this one, sorry. And then I'll edit the next one. So looking at your profile and started reading up on some of the things somebody was up to. Anyways, got me thinking, I want to introduce myself. Their target industry. So let's say we go into a group and it's florist, right? And you've worked with florists, right? So we've worked with a lot of florists to help them improve their customer retention rates. I'd love to line up a quick phone call and tell you about the work we're doing, see if we might be able to help you like we have so and so other companies that we've helped. This is a good spot for you to list your customers and your affiliates in your downline, people that have purchased the paid to promote system from you, because this is a system to where you're going to get paid from referrals who build referrals. And we can go into that on Sunday. We have a Sunday webinar, 7 p.m. Central. Just message it. We'll get to that. Okay, so nice, generally available this day and that day, etc., etc. So this is nice. At me crypto companies up to, got me thinking. I want to introduce myself as with lots of whomevers, etc. Now, this is handy. We're kind of asking people in an email, we can give them a link to schedule directly. We don't want to send a link in Messenger because then they'll just get a message that says we sent a link and they'll ignore it. This will get them replying, and then you can start a conversation. Then you can go grab your links from however you get your scheduling links. I use Calendly. With Calendly, I can just go, oh, okay, what type of event is it? Is it consultation? Is it a workshop? Is it, just a one-off meeting? You can have your top, meetings and switch between teammates and all that kind of stuff if you have all that. So I think that one's really nice. We'll actually do that. All right, so pre-connect. Now, what's our breakup like? Now, this keeps us from being spammy. Even in email, if you own a business and you want to email a bunch of people in the United States, there's certain rules called the Can Spam Act. And really what you need to do there is you can't be deceptive in your subject lines. There's certain laws, you can look them up, call your attorney, whatever, but there's basically here's the gist of it, the gist of it. Can't be misleading, can't be spammy, can't redirect people, without, you can't intentionally mislead people. And you must give people a way to opt out. You have to have a physical address. And one of the easiest things you could do is just tell people to just reply if they don't want to hear from you again. So inside the training, we learn how to manage our calendars, how to use the links, how to do the emails, how to manage email templates, how to manage email replies and multiple domains and all this kind of stuff. So if it starts to get too technical, just take it one bite at a time. We do have full training for it, and there's other awesome resources that we can provide you for training at your own pace. If you don't want to hear from me again, just reply and let me know. All right, so our next breakup attempt will be that funny hippo one, right? Where'd that go? This is pretty cool. So essentially, that's kind of funny. We're not gonna chase people with the hippo though. Let's get this over here. This is a connect attempt, but this isn't a breakup attempt, so I'm going to redo that. The CMPI group has a affiliate program for a lot of the work that we do in promotions, marketing, development, business development, and everything. So we do have a way for you to monetize through joint venture and affiliate partnerships with us, as well as some Fortune 500 companies and other gate openers like that, depending on if you already have a list or if you don't have a list or all that, where you're at in your business. We definitely want to work with you to grow. What we're going to do here is rewrite this to drop you a quick note. I haven't heard back from you. So this tells me one of four things. So I want to reword this quite a bit. So uh, I'm assuming, since I haven't heard back from you, that this message that you are at busy or this message is buried in your inbox. Your time is like me, you don't want to waste time. So make it easy. Reply with a letter. Let me know where you're at. I like do it on your own. Because they'll go, what? And then you're all set with your lead gen prospecting efforts. So A, B, C, D. That one's kind of harsh. What if someone actually fell and they can't get up? I always think that after I sent one rude message and someone was like, no, I was actually dying. Sorry, I couldn't get back to you. It always makes me second guess how kind my messaging is. Even if we're trying to break up, essentially, if we haven't heard from somebody by the third time, we're just on breakup with them. We're not necessarily put a whole lot of they're not be at the top of our list of who we're talking to come Friday when we're trying to close up the weekend and make those commissions by Monday. Commissions are paid every Monday in this system. So if you log into your back office right now, you should see some commissions, some of you. You're interested, but you just haven't had time to respond. You've what are some funny? I'm not very good at funny. So what is something funny? And we could send an image. We'll attach the image here in just a second. We'll say, nope, almost funny. I don't know how to what what here your let us know and we'll call help. What's some you're on a mission with Jean-Claude Van Damme and you're kind of busy right now. Make people smile, something international, something everybody's gonna know, right? So if you don't know who JCVD is, I'm sorry for you. He's really funny. I don't know if he means to be. Is this Jean-Claude Van Damme saving a baby? I want to raise awareness of this GIF. Yes, that is good. Okay. Oh no, it's so old. What's wrong? This is hilarious. We'll save that for the next message if they reply. Whatever. Got a lot of opinions about that. Keep it simple. Right? So let's say that they've replied A or B or C. Sorry. If they reply D, you're going to have to come up with something. I don't know. If they're out doing salsa with JCVD, you might be in trouble. But this way, you have a reply that just says, like, nice. Why am I changing it? Why am I doing that? All right. Okay, so now they have connected. We'll call this message 1. Connected. And it needs an example. For paid to pro, howdy, contact first. I don't know why I did that. We're both in. Where is our paid to promote group? Interesting. Let's get this set up. Whoa. Nope. Yeah. Okay. No. All right. And do we have a link yet? Is there like paid? Didn't I do paid to pro? Paid to pro. Is this the same group you just? No, no, I'm really confused. I added the group that I added the questions to the wrong group. That's the problem there. This is where we'll put our business card. So what I'm going to do is actually go to my business card and I'm going to find out what is the download location. And I'm going to make a little short link so that when people click it, they'll download the card link. If you want us to do something like this for you, or if you already have web hosting, or if you have custom links, you can do it. If not, just go to your card and download contact. You'll get a link, copy that link to your clipboard just like I did. But you're going to see me do something a little bit different here. I wanted to do just a simple redirect, so let's find that real quick. Nginx redirect. It's an old answer. But yeah, that's what I was looking for. No. That works, but let's do. There we go. Simple. Okay, and location is going to be called card. Oh, that's not going to work. Anyhow, let's just use this. Shorten that URL. Didn't expect me to close it. It's weird. Need someone smarter than me to do that. All right, let's cancel that. We'll just shorten our vCard link. We can use Bitly. You don't have to be a nerd to do that. So there's a simple example. You'll probably see that message. We'll invite people to these trainings. We'll do like a short hit we were talking about earlier. Example calendar link. That's funny. So we need a follow-up. So message to follow-up. And it needs to be one that we can do a message 3 or message 2. It'd be nice if we could do 1 and 2. What does this crew recommend with their boomerang? They'll reply. These are what I wanted to check out. Oh, nice. Just like I was saying, what are you trying to sell? What is this about? What's the purpose of this invite or what have you? Why did I do that? Okay. That might be smart ass if they had a horribly rude reply. Might want to consider that. Of course, we're going to use Zoom, but we can say call because most people in business know their business. They don't know necessarily the coolest, latest piece of software out for them to have a meeting and share that meeting with their Facebook group. That's why they need our help. Thanks for the kind reply. Beb. Hmm. So, what we want to convey here is that we are the resource that they are looking for. We've, you know, interested in some of the work they're doing. We're giving them. So, every prospect, every tag, every time we say prospect, prospects will have a tag. So, say we're going into a group of florists, it'll be florist P2 Pro welcome one, right? And then you'll send them all the one time. And now, say some of those opt into your drip campaign, they're able to do that by visiting your card and asking to receive emails from you. Maybe they get your contact information. Maybe you already have a business and your business is uh, you sell insurance for a living, and your customers want to know where do they go to pay their bill online. So you just tell them, oh, here and at the bottom of my card is a link for you to click to go to pay whatever. And while you're there, download the contact information. You'll stay up to date. While they're there, that's great use for your company. But say you have other agents, you could just in like say, hey, check out my card. Go to this spot on my card and fill out this form to get access to this new system I'm using in my business to better connect with my leads, my prospects, my ideal prospects, to stay in better touch with my customers, whatever. As an insurance agent, uh, or as a business owner, like as an agency owner, I'm sure you'd want all your agents to be capable of reproducing their results um, within the organization. And so this gives you a good way to help them have the tools to do that. And again, you can use this pretty much in any business where this is right for you as an individual if you are out prospecting with business. This is right for you as an individual if you're networking and growing and building relationships. It's also uh, not right for you if you spend a lot of time trying to get appointments with low ticket sales. If it's making $10 on an appointment where you're trying to get someone's time and you're making a tiny commission or something off the sale, it's really not for you. This system's more built to nurture the relationship so you can get appointments with the right ideal people that are usually high level enough, right? You've done with the prospecting, and that's what the tags are about. So that your message, we have the best practices for what that person wants to get. If you're an insurance agent, we have the best practices for reducing churn on renewal policies, right? And then we show them how you do that. How do you do that? Well, you send a quarterly newsletter. How do you do that? Well, you take right here, and there's a formula inside the group. Join the Facebook group. We'll give you the training. It's all in there. Book a consultation on the main CMPI group card, on the paid to pro card. Uh, anybody can book a consultation there, and we can go through and discuss what those challenges are in their business, and we can help them implement some of those best practices. And again, that's what the CMPI group is about. There are paid products there as well for you to be a partner of. Hey, Corey, I saw you unmuted your mic. Did you want to chime in?
No, it was just I just muted myself because I was doing some cleanup and stuff. I realized I hadn't eaten.
Me neither. I'm going for a full-on full-day fast, I suppose. I'm not
Yeah,
eat. Oh, I did that yesterday. That's why it's good. My body's like, it's handling it well, and it says,
the
Your
level.
energy level will go crazy and your creativity
Yeah,
will kick in.
I like that. I
'cause
like
I
that.
normally do a 16-hour fast every day, and I feel great, right? Like I mean, I'm running on coffee
Well,
lots of time.
I did good for so long until I stopped, and then open up one bag of donuts, man, and it's all over. I'm just
Oh
saying.
yeah,
I did it to myself.
I go to sleep after that. I can't handle it. I carb crash. I just go have a nap, whether it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. If I eat
Taryn
like
came
that,
home with
I'm
some cake.
done.
Taryn came home
Cake.
with the slice of cake like that big, and the boys were like, "Hey, Dad, we got cake. You want to share it?" And I'm like, "Of course." Like, I can't eat the whole thing because I get super fat, but I would love to share that cake. Like, let me get into that cake right now. But I wouldn't be. I haven't been buying anything like that. It's my. I'm like, I can't throw away food either. So if like the boys have a pizza and they're like 3 slices
Yeah.
left, I'm like,
I guess I could
go for a jog.
chime in. I've been a little distracted with the results from these messages and stuff that we're sending out. I've got constantly people. I'm running 2 profiles. I'm just getting hammered with responses and seeing what's up, and it's so interesting.
Nice. I love that. That's cold results. Outstanding. Hey, where's that JCVD one? Did you see?
Which
Did you see the breakup message? Just don't have time to do it on your own. You're all set. You don't need help. You're interested, but you're busy. Or something funny. Where's the example? Okay, the something funny was your uh, this is the attachment that nope. Stop doing that. Oh, it's not an attachments field, that's why. Here's the JCVD. Not cool. I don't know what he's doing, but I hope it gets us a laugh. You're certainly, if you have better humor, please leave your comments here. Help us level the messaging out. Here it is, Corey. Jean-Claude Van Damme. You're cornered.
That's hilarious.
See, it made me laugh too. Okay. All right. So these are the daily discussions that we want to have. But this will be our description. It's not complete yet, so I'll have to update that. This will arrive days later. Message scripts. So we'll call this message 3. what happened here? Message to follow up. So we group, we invite, we ask them to check it out. So this message should be our message too. Is there anything in here useful? Nope. I mean, that's kind of useful, but we're not using it. So let's just delete this record. We will call this message to follow up. We'll move this here. All right. All right. Everybody likes leads. And then message 1, 2, reply, no thanks, go away. What do these bad boys say? Oh, just thanks. That's a handy, simple, no problem. Does this have to be it? This isn't our relationship. They miss something? No. Let's keep it simple because maybe they're not interested in joining the group, but they still want to be friends. We'll find out based on the message that comes after this. And if what comes after this is, hey, I'm not interested, or hey, why is it that you, or hey, do you normally approach people like this, or something of that nature that's questioning you, it'd be easy to go, I understand the timing's not right. I'll circle back in a few months and see if it is. Keep them curious and keep it no pressure. Like, look, I
Yeah.
get it. Timing's not right.
Yeah.
Because they have the link, they can join, they can see it's a closed group, they can
You
see
fly
another
on the wall.
training, they can click somebody's link and go grab a card, they'll get there. No
Yeah.
pressure is the way to do this. More like, cool. All right. And these are the invites. So Corey and I are working on a podcast tour. We're gonna switch this up. This will be the feature request. but we really don't need to dive into this for the messaging strategy just yet. But just for recording's sake, we come in, we congratulate them, we tell them it's cool. They know about the group, so we tell them that, hey, we'd like to interview them, right? But in our case, we want to say we're going to feature them. We want to recognize the members, because recognizing people gets them to interact with us, with the group, or with the influencer that's leading the group. And also, we want to help them interact with each other. So if we say, hey, Corey, congrats on reaching affiliate director over in this system over here. Here's your cool picture and gold star and all that good stuff. It really is kind of cool. And other people will come in and go, damn, I want that. And two, congrats, Corey. Or they'll see that you're taking steps, and someone will reach out, like people have reached out to me in the past and said, hey, how can I help you get to the next level? Which that's something I want to talk to you about. Everyone who's seeing this, if you're participating, if you got this far, you're obviously interested in what we're doing. As far as the business development side of the virtual cards, when you decide to be an affiliate, we'll work to bring your first customer. You bring one and we'll bring one. That way, that helps you establish your first 2 customers. And if those customers want to be affiliates, if we can nurture them into bringing the group and learning to to provide this as a business and be affiliates, then we'll also bring their first customer for them until you have your first 5. So that way you get your first level up, which will increase the size of your paychecks. There's no growth or points value or anything like that. If you're familiar with MLM or anything, it's just commission. And for every cell in your network, you get a certain size commission. Once you've reached 5 active commissions, then it was great seeing you. I missed that message from Rono. Don't mind me. I did.
Yeah, I keep
I wasn't running.
fumbling through life, having to do these things like buy groceries and shower, and it's just like, you're interrupting my business schedule. What's going on? What's this eat? What do you mean eat? You got work to do.
Having a good balance is really good for business, because
Don't come across as a stressed out crackhead.
Right. It takes
on the recording, but like, I've been there, man. You look like you haven't slept in 3-4 days, and you're tripping and like struggling. People don't
That's
want
been
to.
me this week.
Oh, not that bad.
Oh, really?
Gosh. Whatever. Don't be too hard on yourself. You're still working a full-time and a half job.
All right. And then, so what do you do, Corey? Pop quiz. What do you do when someone joins your group because you asked them to join your group?
You welcome them.
You send them a personal welcome. So that will be our next message. All right. So message 3. Welcome to group. So here we have, the example, etc., yada, yada, all those things we're talking about. Is there something urgent happening?
I don't know. I muted all my stuff.
It's not urgent. It's a different channel.
Okay.
It was Bitcoin Gaming Foundation. All right. I think it's time to eat. I'm running out of energy. All right. Let's go here another 30 minutes or so. All right. Thrilled to administer this members only form for discovering tools, strategy, and generating greater passive income. Generating
More substantial.
A
more fulfilling.
Substantial.
what's the good of having a substantial income if you don't enjoy it, right? Sustainable.
No.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
a word?
Sustainable. Oh, hell's yeah, that's a word. That's a big problem in entrepreneurship world, right? It's not sustainable. It's peak and then crash and then peak and then
Anybody
crash.
can do it one time. Anybody can make a bunch of sales one time. What do you do when you lose your list or when that company goes under or whatever? This is how you do it. Absolutely.
How do you recover?
Have your own list. Have your own contacts. Have them have your information. Update your card that we're talking about in the pay to promote system, and it updates your contacts. It'll tell them. Love it. All right. So network with other business owners. I don't know if I have this configured. Let's just make a paid to pro event. Event types. This one, CMPI complimentary consult quick meeting. So let's duplicate it. I thought it had that on that screen. All day availability. Do not hide this from my main page. We're going to ask people a question. What's your name? What's your email? And if you would like to get text messages, you go ahead and drop that right there. Personalize their invitation. Let's check this. Update our things. So this is my invite sequence. Whenever someone books, they will get that reminder. text reminders. Nope. So it drops the cell phone number. All good. Event type is on. View the page, make sure it works. We'll drop that here. All right, so now we have the welcome. All of these items, collect emails as they get in the group. Now we can send them emails. I'll have the promote drip, the pay to promote drips will have attachments here. If you're seeing this on Facebook, the stream's about to end. It can only stream 2 hours before it cuts off. So hit the link to get the automation here. You'll be able to comment, all that good stuff. Join the group. When you drop your email, I'll invite you to this piece of software here so you don't have to hit the link. So either way it works. Either way, I'll shoot you a message and let you know what's up. Everyone else who's here in Zoom, we'll keep rolling until we get to a stopping point today. And I think that's going to be at least another half hour or so. We can share this. I'm going to take a quick break here in just a moment, but I want to share this to the CMPI group if I had it open. See if that stream's still rolling. Link, please. I don't know what happened. It's a bad idea to take a look at me of the past. All right. So join us in Zoom once the live is over.
What's this one?
This is the live stream that's going right now. And so it's about to cut off. Or maybe it just did.
The live stream is?
Yeah.
Really? There's a time limit?
If you do persistent stream, there's no time limit. We're not doing a persistent stream, so it'll be recorded. It'll be able to be replayed on Facebook in the future, and so it only runs for 2 hours. Close this page. Get off my screen. There we go. All right. So page to promote email drip. That's different. Page to promote prospecting. Page to promote messenger scripts. These are prospecting. So these are for people who already have a list. Oh, I wanted to use that boomerang method. What did they say? They said something like, oh yeah, while I think it's great, Just make sure. No. We're not doing that in email. Okay, so we need to reach out to people and we will say to them, hey, happy to be connected, yada, yada. I like to get to know my connections. We're grabbing this off of our list that we built from our Facebook groups. So if you have your own Facebook group, you just ask for the email for them people to join. You provide some value inside the group, like the training, like we're talking about every Wednesday. In our case, I think it's the right way. Let's book the appointment. Let's do the appointment generation method.
I've got LinkedIn for 3 days or something too.
Okay.
We want to hammer those out while we can. Put it to use. Sorry.
No problem.
My notification
no
silencer
problem.
ran out of time.
No problem.
Not meaning to throw a curveball in your mind. Path.
Oh, you're fine.
Your train of thought.
Your mind path.
Yeah. The coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
That's awesome. So, hi, your first name. Hope all is going well. We're connected on Facebook, and while I think FB is great, I'd like to get to know my connections at the end of the day. So we're going to change that consult language to cup of coffee. All right. This is a first meeting. This is a thank you for joining. We'll have a one-on-one strategy session based on what we discussed there. So no, actually, duplicate this. Can have all the same messages. We just want it to be slightly different. Quick cup of coffee. Already have the cup of coffee. Why would I do it differently if it's just to meet them? As long as I have a source on the email. So since we're emailing people, you can include information on that email, like on the link where people click to book with you.
Mm-hmm.
It'd probably be a good idea to collect that. Just do it on the standard meeting, and then have Zapier read Calendly and update the contact information. Okay, so I'm usually available all week. Let me know what times work for you and the best contact number, and we'll get something on the calendar.
Yeah.
We could say we got these scripts that should probably be at the very front. We could say schedule. But we already dropped our scheduling link in here. Oh yeah. I would rather they just use the link. We'll know if people open these emails and do that kind of stuff, so we can actually proactively score them and work with them as well. All right. So some of our people in particular, Corey, that we're going to be emailing, we might not be connected with on Facebook. So maybe we should take some time to send a Facebook invite. That's, of course, everybody that we know that's already on our email list, on our build list. If we haven't already done that, we're making mistakes. So, hey, let's own it. We made a mistake. We didn't invite everyone we know to connect to us on Facebook since we're selling stuff on Facebook. What does that mean for this copy? This copy, I think I'll leave it here for people who are connected. You have their email list. So I'll leave it like this. And for our subject line, let's go with next steps. What did they say over here? Reaching out. What are some quick phone calls? How do you speak directly to business owners? I get people who invite me all the time. They always say, without having any clue about what I do. So they reach out and they say, like, oh, I want to, if you could schedule with me. How do we not be those people? How do we not say, oh yeah, I realized you could use my help, and you probably just need to schedule with me. How can we convey a consumer centric, consumer forward, even if they're a business and we're doing B2B business, like how can we convey the message of the results that they would get in the first message that we have in their email, or we're really wanting to book an appointment with them. We're going to book this appointment with them because we want to talk to them about their business. We want to ask them how they're currently promoting their business. We want to nurture them into the Page to Promote series and get them onto our virtual business cards. You have an exciting suggestion? Question mark? Corey?
There was one. Shit. There's one in those templates I just built.
So irresistible headlines. There's got to be a better way. I was lost. Next steps. I love the next steps ones, but that's really for nurtured. This is a nurtured relationship, and we are connected. So this person's connected with us. Next steps is fine.
I like the what I was lost. Short story, seven words, something like that, right? Like I was lost until,
Mm-hmm.
trying to say, but not be like spammy and like clickbaity, but
Well, usually there's a formula, that we go through that's like, okay, the struggle, right? What was it that is the challenge that we were faced with? And then we go through and we talk the story and explain how we overcame it. But here we're really just saying, hey, we bumped into each other. Like for us to email them in this sense that we're providing here, we've picked up someone's email address. Like you and I are going to do our list. That's a little different. Other people are watching this. Maybe they have a list. They're going to do their list. Their first message may be a little different. They already have a list. They know how to talk to an audience, or they're learning how to talk to an audience. In this case, for everybody else who's here, who's created their group and who's collecting emails to invite people, or who's joined the CMPI group, shared their link for other people to be in the CMPI group with them, and therefore they have their email. Or, if they have you connect on Facebook, you have a messenger bot, you provide your low-hanging fruit, your ebooks, your tutorials, your videos, you ask for an email. As soon as they get that email, you send them this. Hey, happy to be connected. Let's move the needle. So paid to promote prospecting. Next steps, let's do this. Let's get a meeting. And the paid to promote prospecting, what we're doing is trying to get a meeting with people and then show them how we can help them promote their business, take it to the next level, do all these things.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have the skill, if you're watching this replay and you don't have the skill really to take on the consultant, you don't have the confidence to take on the role of taking and booking that appointment yet, talk to us. We'll give you like 3 little strategies, and pretty much everyone you meet, you'll be able to go through one of these strategies and help them get to that next step in their business. Once you have the ammo in your arsenal, that's why we're building this. It takes away all that fear. There's no fear of taking a meeting one-on-one with somebody. Today, I took a meeting, impromptu 45-minute consultation about a project with 6 different objectives that were like highly technical, and I was really kind of blindsided. But because I stuck to this really simple formula of start at the end, what's the goal? How do we get to the goal? I intuitively knew, okay, well, this is where to start. This is what to measure. Start now, measure, improve, and I'd love to give everyone that tool set. That's really, it's powerful stuff when it starts to impact. Y'all can't steal my warmly. I mean, you can steal it, but you have to type it yourself.
Not going to make it that easy for you.
Yeah, I said warm regards for the longest time. What?
We'll give you 99.8%, but you can't steal our warmly.
Yeah, well, the difference is the difference between what is it? I wish I could remember exactly, but it's like 0.01. So like one, like a singular person to the 99th power is 99.98 something percent. Right? But 0.01 to the 101th power is something like 100 and I can't remember exactly, but whatever. 101%, right? So the illustration there is it's just that tiny bit more that if you just do daily, right? And consecutively, that stacks up exponentially. It's the difference between 99% and 101%, right? That's attitude. but actual results are doing it consistently, exponentially. Those results stack on top of each other. So that's why we got to get to this and not talk about it. Just get her done. Okay, so what is the tag? So the tag will be prospect list dash the meeting generator paid to pro meeting generator paid to promote meeting generator. That's such a long one. So paid to promote. So we're paid to pro meeting gen 1. And so this is our first list for that particular people. If you just have one list, don't add the prospect list. But if you're going to go and invite all the insurance agents and then all the realtors, you know, and then maybe you add this here, like Dallas Realtors paid to pro meeting gen 1. Florida Realtors paid to pro, you know, wherever you're located, wherever your specialty, or maybe where you are for that time, like planning on going to Vegas, you know, around a certain time of year, you can have it set up so that when you arrive there, you're meeting with those people. So you can go get a prospect list and say, oh, I'm going to apply the same thing, except for instead of this being a virtual meeting with your Zoom, it'll be a physical location at your hotel where you're going to be staying. And, you know, they can book a time that day. You're going to be there for 3 days or whatever. You meet 3 people, you know, there at your hotel, have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, whatever. I don't know. I like to live that way. I like to be on the fly, meeting people everywhere we go. My wife hates it because I can't even go to the grocery store without learning everything about the cashier and then introducing them to Bitcoin. You know, like everyone along the way. All right. I lied when I said I'll take a break.
Yeah, let's take a break. I gotta get groceries before this stuff slows down. I know I don't want to miss any of this.
All right,
I'll only
well,
be
I'm
like
gonna
50.
pause the recording and
Yeah.
then continue in just a minute after I eat. So you might miss some of it coming back, but you're just on miss me setting stuff up.
If you're eating, you'll probably.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I haven't seen the kids or nothing. I've got one more
Let's do
meeting.
that. Let's take a break. I need to go get
Yeah.
food.
Yeah,
Again.
we're gonna get focused and take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pause recording and we'll see you here in just a second. Time travel. All right. Is that Roger Quartermain? Oh no, those are your messages?
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, and let's end the go live. If you're seeing this on CMPI group, hop in the Zoom channel. I've already invited you. You're in here. Get in there.